So I'm going to start again, share my screen. Let me know you are able to see my screen now.
Yeah,
Guys, are you able to see? Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. So now we have created this 4 file from the reference of the original file. Okay. So why I am creating this? Because we have next step. After this step, we have a one step of relationship model. So in the relationship, because guys, we are working one time in Power BI. Okay, one time means you cannot work again and again in Power BI. Then you have to make your report very cleanest or very what I say very smooth report. Okay, that if you need any data, you can go to one sheet, your data will be there. You need another data, go to another sheet, data will be there. So if you're making any complex report, then it will take you higher. Suppose make those kind of report which is very easy for the everyone. Like if your manager is also working into your file, then this is also that kind of not into complex manner. It is very simple file. So suppose for every data, guys, we have a two types of we need two types of table. One is dimension table, one is fact table. So what is the dimension and what is the fact table, guys? Dimension table is only the unique value item showing in the dimension table, only the unique value of item. And what is the fact table? Fact table is the table in which you have a duplicate value as well as in which you have a multiple, in which total number of transaction of the during the year or during the number of years. But in the dim file, you have only the unique number of items. Suppose in the origin country, let me show you. Suppose gender. Okay, suppose here if you go to data, the total data is 66,535, but when you click on this gender, only 2 is a unique value. Only 2 is a unique value. It means the fact data is complete table and dim table is the only gender wise table, and gender is only 2, female or male. Same way origin country, in the origin country you have total number of data is almost 66,000, but when you click on this, only limited data 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, it means total of 7 country. So if you separate your file from this file, separate file from this file, it will showing as a dim dimension file. So this is dim country file. Same way, under this destination country, you have almost 25 country only. Brazil, Canada, China, because in the fact table, you have a duplicate file, duplicate value also. Brazil, so there is a lot of Brazil into your data, and see how many times Brazil is there. 3241. It means 3241 times your Brazil location will be there, but the name of the person is different. See, customer ID is different. So it means the total of 3241 customer go for Brazil. So that is why we need to analyze not one time data or country wise data. So that is the reason that you should go for dimension table and fact table. So this is the difference between dimension and fact. So anyone, any doubt in the dimension or fact, you can ask me, because this is very important for not only for this project, for all complete Power BI, all complete Power BI. So if you have anyone any doubt in dimension or fact table, you can ask me now, or you can ask me later also. Okay. So this is my file, and I'm just close this file. Go to this, and here what is the fact table? So you can name as fact total reservation. So this is my fact file in which we have complete data. And when I go to my next table, so I'm going to make the file separate. Like if I need file on the basis of destination country. So for this destination country, how to use? Go to this destination country, right click. There is a remove option. Right now we don't want to remove this column. This time we want to remove other column. So remove other column means only destination country value is there. So right now when you remove other country, in the destination country we have duplicate value also. New Zealand, New Zealand, New Zealand multiple times. So how to remove the duplicate value? Right click. There is an option here, remove duplicates, remove duplicates. So when you remove the duplicates, your applied step will be here. So nothing is like changes into your step. Suppose if you need your step back, you can go to your back step. Your back step is there. If you go to source there, your sources, see right now its source is hotel reservation original data means this source. Suppose if I go my this table, the source is uh, if I click on this source option, so my source is this, but if I click on this option, the my source is this file. Same way here, destination country. So now it's total of 20 country, and see the total of 20 country is a unique value. So then we have to name as dim destination. Same way, if you need data by origin country wise, so go to next table. This is the origin country and origin state. So these two column we need if we need. So click on right click, and you can no only one column, origin country, and remove other columns and see or the total of origin country is there. Right click, there is an option of remove duplicates. So when you click the remove duplicates, I think only 7 to 8 countries we have of origin. Yeah, see 7 countries. So same way you can change the name div origin country. Guys, just a minute. So see, this is the origin country. And now suppose if we need age-wise data, okay, gender-wise data. So this is gender, age, and origin country, customer ID. Let me go to check what we need. Gender is a 2 gender, age is a 42, and origin country we need. So here we need customer, gender, or age. Yeah, customer detail. Suppose if you need to analyze by a customer, so we need customer, gender, and age. Okay, these three. So these three column we need. Customer ID to customer ID. No, only customer ID is need. So click on this, remove other columns. So only customer ID is there. And one more thing, remove duplicate value also. Suppose if value is any duplicate, then it's showing as duplicate value. So right now, this is your customer detail is ready. So you can write it here as dim customer or dim visitor. You can put it as any way. So dim visitor. So this is your 3 dim visitor file. One is your fact file. And guys, one more thing. One is very important table. Very important table means for every data, for every Power BI report. Okay. For every Power BI report, we need one table, which is mandatory table, which is the name is calendar table. Okay. So suppose if you make the calendar table with your own, like one by one step, if you make the calendar table with your own, it is very difficult. Not very difficult, it is very longer time to take. But suppose if you have 10 project into your company and date table should be same for every project. Nothing is different. Date table should be same for every project. Only the date range is different. Okay, but date column should be same. So you can do one thing. You can make one query on the basis of okay and make one of the query, and then this query you can upload into Power BI screen and make one parameter. Okay, so make one parameter, then your query will be ready for the date parameter. So right now I have one written query for you for the date table, date parameter. This is for date parameter written query. And how I am going to write this? Okay, this is very simple. I'm not writing this. This is just copy and paste from the Power BI only. I'm not writing one of the word with my own hands. This is the whole query which is written from the Power BI because first time I make the report into Power BI and which column I want, I want one of the unique columns into Power BI, and then make copy that report into one by one step into this, copy and just paste it. So my complete table is ready. And see, that table dot column insert calendar month. This is the function written by Power BI. I don't write that function. And how to write? First, I'm going to tell you how to create this date parameter. No, not to create. How to apply this parameter into Power BI. Right now, see, this is the parameter. Control A and Control C. You have to just Control A and Control C. There is a new source. Write it here blank query. If you write it here blank query, the new query is open query. You can write it here, but here is a very small. So you can go to this advanced editor, and here it is very like nothing is given now. So you can just copy and just paste your query here, and see from the first step to the end step, my copying step is there, and just click on done. When you click on done, the enter parameter, it is your parameter. This is your date parameter is ready. This is your date parameter is ready, and right click on this, move to new group, and you can take as parameter group. Okay, so this is your parameter group date table. Suppose if you need to connect, if you need to create your date table for the range. Suppose in our data, my date range is 2010 to 2019. So I want 10-year data. So here you can write 1/1/2010, end date is 31st 12 2019, start month 1st Jan 2, and just click on this invoke. Your date table will be ready. See date, year, quarter, and see when you click on this year, only 9 year will be there. Only 9 year will be there, and it is just connected 1 second. It is just connected 1 second, and there is a lot of column we have. Okay, so quarter wise, month wise, as your day instant, month name, month calendar, quarter, this kind of date, complete date table. In this date table, we have only the date things we have, only date thing. Okay, so this you can put it name as dates table and just transfer into your data model. So this is also a dimension table. This is also a dimension table. Dates table is also a dimension table, but dates table is a mandatory for all the Power BI reports. All means first report to at the end of the report, and the n number of report. Date table is mandatory. And in the further step, I will tell you how to create this date table manually. Just a minute. So this is your Power Query step is done. Now our Power Query step is done, and now report all the tables will be loaded into Power BI view. Is it now? It is ready to go to load into Power BI reports. This is your Power Query step is done for this project. Okay, there is a many more Power Query project. See, click on this transform, add columns, view. See view. What is the view option? In the when you in giving the exam of DA 100, five mandatory question is there. One is for monops, is this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. These 5 question will be there out of this 6. What is the 5 question? If I click on this year option, you see this green line. What is the green line showing? Green line showing that total valid of 1000, error is 0%, empty is 0%. If any column, any row shows the error, then this error will show into this impact. Same way, click on this column profile and see the column profile means 2010 data, 2011, 2012, the lot of year data, distinct 3 value, 2010 and 2000 maximum. Right now it's maximum till 2012 because this is not extract all the data, because it should be based on 1000 row only. Then in 1000 row, your data will be 10, 11, and 12, but it is not complete 1000. Okay, because in the 1 year we have a 365 days, but here we have total of lot of 2010 to 2019 data. So don't worry about that. Same way, column distribution. Distribution means three distincts, and then all the value is distinct. So that is why it is dimension table. If all the dates is distinct, that is why it is a dimension table. If any value is duplicate, then it is not treated as dimension table, it is treated as fact table. Same way, quarter, all the distinct quarter, 4, month of year, 12 month, day of the month, 31. This is date in the format of normal dates. Okay, month name, 12, month name in the month and calendar Jan, like this one, quarter wise detail. So this is your column distribution. And out of these five, these six question, you have five question into your DA 100 exam. It is 100% given. And what is given? It is just asking you what is the column distribution showing, what is the column profile, and it will give you the one of the presentation, and you can match the column distribution to column distribution, column profile to column profile. It in the one way they will give you the picture, and second way they will give you the like matching concept. Okay, like matching concept they will provide you. So this is your view tab. View tab under this add column. Suppose right now in this date table my year is end, my year is written, and now suppose if I want to add any column here, so there is an option of conditional column or invoke custom column. You can custom column from example as well as, so you can add many columns. You can add date, you can add time. Okay, you can extract the time. Suppose if you need only in this data, or in not in this data, like here in the month. So suppose if I need to extract only first character, so first three characters, so that my short name will be there. So then you can correct first character, last character, length, range, text before delimiter. Suppose in some option you have a delimiter, so you can like differentiate out delimiter between. Suppose if you have data like this way, I'm going to tell you, this is the delimiter. This is the delimiter, like here, the comma is a delimiter. Suppose if you're using only this need into your one column, then how do you can just add column and extract the data. So that is why you can hide it to your column. So now my data is ready to load, and guys, this Power Query known as Power BI Kitchen. Okay, and now when you close and apply, there is an option of close and apply and close. Guys, always select close and apply, not apply or not close. If you close, it means your Power Query is closed. If you apply, only this apply onto here. And if you close and apply means this window will be closed and apply into Power BI. So when you click close and apply, see this window is closed. Go to this Power BI. See, your all the files will be loaded, but except your original file, because in the original file we have hiding the check of enable load. Guys, any question till now? Anyone? Now our three step is done. One is Power BI file import. Second is query, and third is load. It means ETL tool is done. Extract, transform, and load. Okay, so see, when you're working on this file, your file will be loaded. All the files will be loaded here. And when you click on this data tab, here in the field, when you click on this dates, your dates will be there. Then destination country, only destination. Origin country means origin. Visitor means the customer detail wise. This is your complete fact table of scenario wise. Okay, so now we discuss about some basic understanding, like from this date table we are using this coding. Okay, so how to use this coding into your Power BI. So for this, go to this modeling step, click this new table, and under this new table you can name as, suppose, calendar table, or you can just put it calendar, and here you can write the function. Okay, the function name is calendar. This is the calendar auto function, and here you can just open and close bracket. So calendar auto function automatically fetch the data from your data, and only the one single liner date column will given you. Only one single liner means only date. And when you click on just enter, your new table will be written. This is your manually step, guys. Okay, and see, this is calendar table. When you go this, only the one liner table will be given to you. And when you select the lot of table there, and first I'm going to add one column here. Select this column, there is a new column, only one column I want to add. Okay, and then you can add year, and you can use your function format value is a calendar of this date table. Select the column calendar and date and format into y. It is 4y. So when you enter, only year is showing into your year column, and see the how many years, 2010 to 20. It is automatically fetch your data, automatically fetch the date range from your data with this calendar auto function. When you click on this calendar auto, it is automatically fetch your data from the your date fact table, and automatically started from minimum date to end date, and automatic you can see 2010 to 2020 data will be there. Okay, and now see this query will be written automatically. So when you click this date, and this is the function is written same way. Yeah, also one more thing, this date table calendar auto function you can write this date table not showing to Power Query editor. Why? Because you have created this table into Power BI view, not in Power Query editor. When you go into this homes tab, okay, and new measure, sorry, new measure, go to this transform data, not new measure, home, go to this transform data, and see in the left side corner you don't have any calendar table, because here you have only those table which you import from the query, import from the written things. Suppose if you create any column here, any complete table here, there is an option to add a complete table. We can always use here also, but sometimes if we need to use, then we can use from Power BI view option. So this is very manual thing, guys. Date, year, you can select month, you can select your date, month, short month, large month. So there is a lot of function you can use. So without taking too much time, then we can use our this things we can use. This is your start day and end date, start date as a date, and there is a many way to use the calendar table. Many way means this is calendar auto function. We have one more function which is calendar, but in this calendar function you have to give the two option. One is two option, start date and end date you have to provide it, but in the calendar auto function it will automatically fetch the date from your table. So this is the main, like how to create the manual table. So guys, we have a separate session on this, that complete date table, because it is date table is a very longer task. So we have a separate session, but right now you have to just remember how to create the basic date table if you need to create, or otherwise I will share this to you, so that you can, for every data you can maintain this date table for your data, because this is for all step, not for only this is complete date table for we have, in which there is a many columns. If you need to hide, because not that much column using into our data, only the sales and budget actual, where we have to analyze lot of things, then we can use the higher range of data. Otherwise in the date column we are just using year, month, quarter, and only the date range. That's the fourth thing, main thing we are using into Power BI. So now if we go to relationship, now our next step is to making the relationship. So for making a relationship, you have to arrange your file dimension table into upper part, fact table into lower part. Okay, so dates is a dimension table, country is a dimension table, hotel reservation is a fact table. This calendar table you can hide, because I don't want to use this table. This is just for your knowledge purpose. And see, this is automatically relationship, but I don't want, so I am just deleting this one, because sometimes Power BI automatically fetch the data from your column automatically, and I don't want. We want relationship one by one we can make. Now it's good. Okay, so this is your date table, destination country, visitor, origin, and this is your fact. So total of one is fact table and four is a dimension table. This is your fact table of complete data. Yeah. So now when you click on the relationship, there is a two option to make the relationship. Either you can just drag and down one column from the another column, drag and down, your relationship is done. But you should remember some points. Some point means relationship should be four types: one to one, many to many, one to many, or many to one. Okay. So mostly we are using only one to many, and many to one is mostly 95% cases we are using that relationship type. One to one and many to many is using very less time. I will show you in the project that how we can use one to one or one on one or many to many. So see, this is the dimension table, this is the fact table. So all this dimension table should be connected with all fact table. Suppose right now in your project you have only one fact table, and in the next project we are going to use our two fact table or three fact table. So then you have to remember one thing, that your all dimension table should be connected with all fact table. Okay, should be connected with all fact table. It means in your data you have one fact table. It means your all dimension table should be connected with this table. It means four connection. You have to make four connection. And how to make connection? You have a unique column into your dim column as well as in the fact column, in the fact table. So then only you can make the relationship. So there is option here, relationship, separate step, home. Under this relationship, you have an option here, manage relationship. Go to this. Right now there is a no relationship. So click on new. You can select table name here. Suppose first I am going to select dates. Second I am going to select my fact. It means dimension and fact. And then you can make date to date of booking. See, date to date of booking. Now it's done. The relationship should be one to many. When you click on there, total of four types of relationship. And see, right now it's one to many. And when you check many to one, this coordinate you select is not valid. Why? So these all the relationship will show you it is not valid. So it is very easy for you that you can arrange into one easiest step, that if any error showing, this is the error. It means this is not valid. If you showing this is also not valid. This is also not valid. So this is also valid. But this is what we say as a hit and try. Okay. But as per knowledge, this is the dimension table. Okay, in which dimension table you have all the value is unique. So relationship should one value, and under this fact table, this date many times. This date many times. So one to many. And guys, cross filter direction always use singular. Always use single. Why? Because suppose when you're making the visualization, because in the earlier step I don't know you understand or not completely, but I will tell you later also, but now also. So single means, suppose if you filter it out any function in the visualization, any function or any filter it in the visualization, if you use single means only one table can use for the filter. If you use both, both means you can use two slicer for the both. Then it is not a good way to use the both, because it is highly confusing or complex. You have to make similar or a simple report. Complex report, if you make, the manager cannot understand easily. Oh, that is the reason they can use. So they sound like this. So always use single. So single is better than everything. And now date to date is connected, and now click on this OK and see here, dates to date is connected. So relationship is connected for one table. Same way another, one by one you can go. Customer, dim destination country to this. Destination country is a Denmark. It is automatically taken. See, destination country to destination country, one to many. Here is a Denmark is one time, but here is a Denmark may be shown multiple times. That is why relationship should be one to many, and just OK. So second relationship is done. Third, you can use your origin country. Here is a fact origin. So origin to origin is connect one to many, and just click on OK. Same way, new. Here is a visitor,
Ashka,
and
could you please explain the reason behind that one too many again on that table?
OK.
Like,
See, one to many is guys. It is
I
very
mean,
simple. Yeah, let me show you. Don't worry.
no issue. You can explain on that. Means on Power BI. There I'm
Okay.
not getting simply one to
Okay.
many. I am getting that thing. Here,
Mm-hmm.
like in dim table, we have different values.
No,
Effect
no,
we have
no, no,
difference. Like
nothing.
how you are
See,
saying
in
one to many.
nothing is different. Suppose here data is showing only 3 lines. That is why you're showing as a different. But here is not a different. Actually, when you go into this table, let me show you in Excel, in the customer ID, okay, and select this customer ID. One. See, only the one ID, but here in the customer ID is also one. The relationship should one to one. Here is a one to one. But from the next, in the last one, this one, origin country, and when I click on this edit, see in the Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore, here relationship is one to many. And see Indonesia is showing in the dim table is one time, and here is showing 2 times. Okay, so that is why relationship should one and too many. It means under not into this table for 2 times. There is a multiple times also. When you click on there, which country origin, like when you click on this Indonesia, it is showing almost 11986. You mean total of 11,000 times. But here you can just show into 2 or 3 times because it is not a complete 11,000 rows you can watch. Only the 2 or 3 in the starting of 2 or 3, not for all the systems. See when you click on there, Indonesia, Philippines, it is from a starting point of view, and how they can arrange. It is not our main question. The main question is under this dimension table, the all the unique value is there. Under this origin table, all the duplicate value will be there. So now relationship is one to many, and if you click on this one to one, it is showing you the cardinality you select is not valid for the relationship. It means it is not valid. One to one is not valid because in this table we have one value, but here we have a duplicate value. So that is the reason we are going to use this one to many and then okay. And for the next purpose, visitor table, we are using one on one. Let me show you. See in the customer time, sometimes in the customer, see if I click on this, if one customer again travel twice, then it will showing one to many. But if one customer only go in that another execution for just one time, then in the fact table also it should be one. Okay, in the fact table also it should be one, but in the dimension table also it should be one. So one to one. But here relationship is one to one. But you are analyzed only by one piece. And when you click on this one to many, it is also valid. Why? Here is one to one also valid. Here is one to many also valid. Both are function valid. And click on this many to one. This is also valid. Many to many is not valid. Many to many is why valid? Because many to many. That is the relationship main. Okay. One to one is also valid and one to many is also valid. Because under this dimension customer table, suppose MY001 is showing one time. It is not important na, that every customer go twice or thrice another country. Suppose any one customer go any other country, then it will showing you a duplicate value for only one customer, not for all. Suppose if you are a salesperson.
Yeah, Harsh, can I make a point here? Because here in dimension table we have always we have like unique values, right?
Mhm.
Because in dimension tables we doesn't have any repetitive values. Means like
Yeah,
uh,
dimension
uh, uh,
table we don't have any repetitive value, right?
so that's why whenever we connect the dimension table to fact table, so always we have like one to many
Right.
or many to
Always
one,
we
right?
have one to one, one to many, because one is the upper part, numerator is one, denominator is many, so one to many. Suppose if I select here fact total and if I select here visitor, see relationship should change many to one because many is above and one is down. Okay, so one to one or many to one, it is changes by your portion, how to adjust your file. If I select suppose fact total visitor is above and fact file is down, then relationship should be one to many. It is automatically deducted. You cannot choose this value. See, many to one. This is also okay because it will also change. Either you can choose from this to this or this to this. Relationship should be same. But if you check many to many, then it is not valid because The relationship has cardinality many to many. This should only be used if it is expected that neither column customer ID or customer ID contain unique value. And that is a significant different behavior of many to many relationship understood. Here they can write a condition that if you understand and then you can make the relationship. Same way, one to many, then it is okay. One to one, why it is okay? One to one, why it is okay in this case? If I click this example, okay, so why it is okay? Go to this customer, another sheet created, and I'm creating another sheet now. Okay, and now my customer is 66535, and here I want to use any duplicate value is here or not. See, nothing is duplicate. It means all the customer are unique. All the customer are unique, and when you click on this table, order database, okay, here is also number of rows is 66,535. 66,535, and we have all the like what we say, all the unique customer. But suppose right now it's 66,000, and if I click this, only copy these row, only copy these row here. So total we have 63535. Now we have 63542, and just save this file. Now just save this file and close. Now go to back. This one is closed. So now our three relationship is done. Only this one is pending. So let me show you. This one is pending. First, you have to refresh. When you add anything into your data, you can refresh your data, and then I will tell you the one-on-one relationship should go on from now. It is updating. See all the rows automatically updating, and when it is updating, it is working now. Fine. Now it's good. Cancel. Manage relationship. New hotel visitor, and see now automatically take menu to one. And if you now click one to one, now it is not valid, because under this table we have some of the duplicate value, not for one customer or not for all customer. For one few customer, if you have a duplicate value, then also it's showing one to one error. Same way, now it's one to many, it also error. Many to one, now it's good, because many to one is showing as a good way. Many fact table is above and dim table is down, so now it's many to one. Same way, if you change visitor to hotel, then it should be one to many. Now understand, or any doubt? And guide meeting will also ended in just 1 minute. You can join after that, so where we can start for 1 or 2 minutes and that complete this step. Okay, you can join in after right now, you can join, then we can start again.